So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Manx TV, and this Sunday, Manchester United will head to the Molineux to take on Wolverhampton Wanderers, in which will be the final game of this year's Premier League season. And in today's video, I'll be previewing that game for you, so make sure to drop a like on the video. It will help me out a lot. Make sure to subscribe down below with notifications on. Get your thoughts down below, guys, and your score predictions going into the game. And anyway, guys, let's get on to the final preview of the season. So guys, this Sunday, Manchester United will take on Wolverhampton Wanderers, which will be the final game of this year's Premier League season. And, thankfully, this season is coming to an end, as what a terrible season it has been for football in general, the players on the field, but especially for the fans who haven't had the opportunity to be in the stadium for almost over a year now. We're only coming back into it where we can have 10,000 in, which has been, excellent. It's so good to have fans back. You can just, it just feels so much more like football, which it hasn't felt over the course of the season. So we're heading in the right direction. Hopefully next season, we're going into next season, full capacity again, 3 PM kickoffs, and football, we can return to how it should be, with fans there, the atmosphere and everything like that. So I'm really excited to have that back. But before this season ends, Manchester United will have one more stop to make, and that's heading to the Molineux to take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. And I'm really excited about this game because Manchester United and Wolves always seem to have close games. Either Wolves will take the game or Manchester United will take the game, so I'm really looking forward to it. And for me and Manchester United, it's a really, really important game, I feel. Of course, going into the Europa League final, we need some momentum, and this is the best place to do it. A win against Wolves on the last day of the season, because it's not been very good for Manchester United over the last couple of weeks. Of course, losing to Leicester, losing to Liverpool, and I'm drawing to Fulham, in which I said, it's going to be a 3-4-0 game. It didn't end up being that, so it was a shame, of course, because the fans were in there, couldn't put a performance on for them. So this game, is a must-win for Manchester United. Not because, we can win the league or we need to win it to get top 4, for simply just momentum. Because these players need that. These players, haven't performed to the best of their ability this season. This side, can concede goals, can lose big games. So it's important that we go into the Europa League final with a win against Wolves. Because, of course, there are some injuries going into the game as well. Maguire's doubtful at the moment. Hopefully he's back. Cross my fingers, I will be back for the final, but it's not looking likely. So, some players have some real responsibilities to take and to have going into this final, where they're going to have to step up, because, we have to win the Europa League final, because if we get past the semi-final, which has been hard enough for Manchester United over the last couple of years, and then we don't go on to win the final, how embarrassing will that be? So, and Villarreal right now, they're getting back into form. They've just won 3-0 against Sevilla, so they're going to be very, very confident going into this game. And also, what I did hear is that they're playing their last La Liga a day early, because of the people who run the Liga will obviously want Villarreal to win the Europa League, so it's good for them. So they're letting them play a day before, where Manchester United, we're only at about 3 or 4 days to prepare for this game, I think. So, it's going to be interesting. But some news I have heard over the last couple of days, of course, with the Harry Kane situation, I have to address it. Loads of people have been going on about it. Would you take Harry Kane at Manchester United? And personally, in my opinion, of course it would be great to have Kane. Harry Kane, one hell of a striker, probably the best striker in the world at the moment. It'd be great to have him at Manchester United. But do we need him as much as we need a centre mid and centre back? I saw a lot of people coming out and said, oh yeah, get Harry Kane in, top striker, we'll win the league with him. But you're forgetting that we don't have good CDMs, and we don't have a good, we don't have a good centre back to go alongside Maguire. So how are we going to win the league if we can't keep clean sheets, if we can't stop conceding goals? It's just going to be the same for Harry Kane that it has been for Cavani, that it has been for Martial. No service, and I know Cavani has been performing good, but we're not going to win the league if we get Harry Kane in. It doesn't make any sense to me. What, is he just going to score 50 goals a season for us and guarantee us a league? I'm not saying I wouldn't take him. If Harry Kane was to join Manchester United alongside a centre-back or alongside a CDM, then fair enough, that's never going to happen. So for me, a centre-back and CDM would be priority. It has to be for me. Because, of course, Liverpool are getting back into form now. As soon as Van Dijk's back next season, they'll be challenging again. So it's crucial that Manchester United United, do some business in the summer. Get real about it and get your players in that you need. Get a CDM, get a centre back, or it's going to be the same thing that it was this season. There has been some good things this season. I'm not going to say there is. There's signs of improvement and signs of going forward, but there's also been a lot of signs of inconsistency, not finishing your chances, having poor games at times, not being able to perform in the big games. So there's stuff we have to do, and it's a big rebuild for Manchester United. I'm not going to say it isn't. There's still a few players we need to maybe challenge the likes of Liverpool and City. But for me, a centre-back and CDM over Harry Kane, in my opinion. But tell me what you guys think down below of that. But I'm going to have a few, I'll do my lineup first, and then we'll have a few Manchester United fans coming onto the channel. So my lineup going into the game, I'm going to put Dean Henderson in net. I think it'll be him in this game, De Gea in the next one, in the final, Left back Shaw, Lindelof alongside Bailly, and then right back Wan-Bissaka. I'd rest Chukwueze and play him in the final, in my opinion. In the middle, I'm going to put McTominay alongside Pogba. On the left, I'm going to go Rashford, Cam Bruno. On the right, Greenwood, and up front, Edison Cavani. That'd be my team going into the game, guys. Tell me what you guys think down below. Tell me any changes you'd make for the team. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have a few Manchester United fans coming onto the channel, giving their opinion going into the game, their score predictions, and let's see if they predict us to win. I'll see you guys very soon.
My name is Emmanuel, and here are my thoughts on the game between Manchester United and Wolves for the final game of the season. It's the last game of the season. There's usually excitement, but for us United fans, we are practically done for the season. We don't really have anything much to play for. Second place is already guaranteed, which is okay considering the team that, of course, won the Premier League, Manchester City, of course, they're a really good side, which, of course, we all know that. We've had a pretty much shaky season, but it will be nice to win this game and the league season on a high, and I think that will be really motivating for the team ahead of the final. I think we should start a strong team because playing a weak inside, what's the point? I think playing a weak inside will not help the team to for example, the last time we played a weak inside against Leicester, thinking we would turn up against Liverpool, it wasn't that much of it wasn't really exciting to watch the way we played against Liverpool. I think we should play a strong 11 against Wolves. It's the final game of the season. You want to end on a high, and you want to build towards the final. And considering we have Maguire out, it will be nice to play a strong team to build the confidence of the defense, hopefully. And surely we should win this game. Wolves are not really a good team like they used to. I know we struggled against them many times, but we should win this one, of course, and that's what I think.
Alright, so here is my predictions going into that Wolves game, and to be honest with you, the only thing on the line is our away record. Apart from that, we've got second place, that's fully confirmed now, no one can take that away from us. It's just about kind of resting players, or even potentially making sure players get some minutes so they're just fit enough and have that momentum going into the final. I do want to win the game because it's nice to win going into a final and big game like we have on I think next Wednesday, is it, the Europa League final? So we want to win this game. There's no doubt about it. We don't want to lose it. Like I said, the only thing we're really playing for is our away record. But apart from that, we just have to make sure everyone stays fit, no one gets injured, and I wouldn't be surprised if we put out a really, really inexperienced lineup. But I don't think anyone will care too much, to be honest. It's going to be a game for once, and we're not going to be watching with any sort of stress or any sort of nerves, because the result doesn't really matter. As long as we don't lose the game, then we haven't lost anything. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. Hopefully we just keep the away record, that's all that matters. And then, apart from that, just got to prepare for the final now.
Centre back and play Eric Bailly as well, and then maybe give him a rest. Brandon Williams at the right back and Telles at the left back. If Dan James is fit, if he's fit, let him play on the left wing. If Martial is, if he can play, maybe play him on the strike. Give Cavani a rest for the final. Yeah, I think that will be enough. I think we can rest for the Wednesday.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed them coming onto the channel. If you agree with them, disagree with them, let me know down below. I'll leave all their socials down below so you can check them all out. Go and give them a follow, support them as well. And we're going to go over now to Talking Wolves. Of course, you probably heard of the channel. They're going to come on and give their thoughts on Wolves this season as a whole so far, their key players at Wolves, and also their score predictions going into the game. So enjoy this one, guys. Thank you very much for coming on, lads. And I'll see you guys after them. See you in a bit.
How's it going, folks? This is Dave from Wolves Fan Channel Talking Wolves. Just giving my thoughts quickly ahead of this weekend's game, the final game of the season in the league for Wolves. Of course, Manchester United have got a big game next week in the Europa League final. Of course, best of luck for that. But yeah, big thanks for having me on the channel this weekend. Wolves, it's been a strange season, as you guys have probably seen. You know, we've been a team that have given Manchester United a hard time over the last 2 years, and even sort of, you know, pushed towards Europe the last 2 years. You know, we even got Europa League qualification in our first season. Should have got it last season. But this season has been difficult. You know, we've slipped down the table, down in sort of 12th place at the moment. Could, if results don't go our way, finish as low as 15th, which would be a very, very disappointing campaign for Wolves. But it's mainly due to the injuries, I think, of Raul Jimenez, who suffered a really serious injury at the start of December. And we haven't really had the squad to be able to sort of replace those goals that we've missed from him, really. We sold Diogo Jota and sold Matt Doherty in the summer as well, hoping that the players we brought in would be able to contribute like they did, and we haven't been able to replicate that. So it's been a very, very difficult season overall. I always look at the preparation for the campaign, really. Of course, United were in the same circumstances as us, where we had a really long end to the season due to the restart and then going back into Europe in the summer. And United were actually allowed to start the season a week later than us. You know, we came in with about a week's worth of pre-season. So, yeah, I don't think the preparation helps, but overall it's been a really disappointing season. You know, a lot of fans getting on Nuno's back. So this summer has got to be, you know, Wolves have got to get the preparation right, and hopefully, you know, we can end the season on a high, possibly. In terms of how we've been getting on in recent games, it seemed like for a few weeks now, I think the players know it's over. You know, we've still got a couple of injuries, but Nuno's given a chance to a lot of the younger players. Fabio Silva's getting a lot more game time up front. Morgan Gibbs-White is coming to the team in recent times as well. And in terms of formation, I don't know how we'll play. We've been playing like a 4-2-3-1 a lot recently, but in our most recent game against Everton, we switched back to like a 5-2-1-2. So we may well see that against Manchester United, but, you know, it depends if Nuno, you know, if Manchester United rotate, I think Wolves can afford to attack a little bit more. You know, we saw United rotate a couple of weeks ago. It'll be interesting to see if they do so ahead of the final. So I really don't know in terms of formation how Nuno's going to line up for this game, but I think if I had to predict a lineup, it'd be Patricio in goal. John Ruddy did play in the last game, but I think Patricio will return. We'll see Ryan Aït-Nouri at left back, Nelson Semedo at right back. Again, I think we'll probably go over back five, so it'll probably be Kilman, Cody and Bolly, possibly Sace for Kilman. I'd say Neves and Dendoncker, Morgan Gibbs-White, Fabio Silva and Adama Traore. So it's going to be great. I'm lucky enough to have a ticket for the game, so it'd be great to have the fans back. Great to sort of feel that match day atmosphere again. But it's going to be a tricky game. But all the best to Manchester United for the final next week. Cheers, guys.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed them coming onto the channel, and a big thank you to Talking Wolves once again for coming onto the channel. It's much appreciated. If you want to go and check them out, down below, a lovely bunch of lads over there, some great content. Of course, it is Wolverhampton based, so if you want any Wolverhampton news, the best way to get it is checking out Talking Wolves, dropping them a sub and keeping up to date with their channel. But once again, thank you very much for coming onto the channel today, much appreciated. And you know, my last thoughts going into the game on Sunday, as I said at the beginning, you know, it's going to be a tough game. It always is between Manchester United and Wolves. It either goes Manchester United's way or Wolves' way. So it's going to be interesting, whatever. I'm hoping for a good game, but more importantly, I'm hoping for a win and some momentum going into the Europa League final. So hopefully we can pull it off. But my score prediction going into the game, I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Wolverhampton 1. Our away form has been, you know, perfect this season. It's been absolutely brilliant. So hopefully we can continue that. And I think we will end the season very well. Hopefully hopefully crossing fingers, because last time I said that against Fulham, we drew 1-1 and I thought it was going to be 3 or 4-0, so you can't trust me on this. But I'm just hoping that Manchester United can pull through. I think we will, guys, but that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, guys. Be much appreciated. Make sure to subscribe down below to keep up to date. I can't speak at the moment. To keep up to date with new vids that go out, notifications on, guys. I'll see you guys very soon. There will be still a lot of content going out. We'll have the Wolves review after the match. We'll have some build up for the Europa League final, the preview, and of course match reaction. We may get a live stream for that. I'm not too sure at the moment. And then we'll have transfer news after that. So it's still going to be a lot on the channel, guys. But if you did enjoy this video, smash a like. Helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out.